Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a color challenge. Color Key Volume 3 by Sarah Renee Clark, and I have pulled out of this, I have pulled out 543. So I'm working in, because I just love it. I love this teal. I may not have that teal, but we're going to get something fun. I'm working in my Bare Spine Beauty book still, and just a quick run through. We've got our page of swatches of the Holbein Artist Gouache, which I'm using all through this journal. And then, look at these fun things. And these are dry. I could take these off. I had them on here for the crayons, but they are dry. They're not smearing or coming off on my hand at all. But I'm going to leave them in here while I'm working in the book, and then I'll take them all out. I don't seal these. Everything that I'm using in this book dries lovely. Love this set. This is a personal favorite. So each of these have been a color challenge that we have worked through. So these have been like super fun. Like this might be my favorite art book ever. And this set we just did, and these are still wet, so I'm just gonna, they haven't had their 24 hours of curing. That's what these little art crayons take, a day to dry. This one, second personal favorite. Love, love. Like there's two in here now that are like two of my most personal favorites. Alright, so that's a little one, so I'm gonna keep up with the big, little, little, big, big, little, little, big. And this is a little. It's my Holbein artist tape. I've really liked it in this book. It does not tear the paper at all when I go to pull the tape. So any tape that doesn't tear my paper is a win in my book, and it works even better than the painter's tape. So Holbein artist tape, I really, really liked it. There's not as much on here as the painter's tape, but for this project it's been amazing. I must have some kind of pencil or something on my fingers. I'm spreading some pencil marks. Not that it matters, it can just add to the piece of art there. Yeah, so we've got a little square and a big square. And then we're done with this book, the book I made, and the art I made. And it's going to be like a super favorite. I already love it. Just the effort of going through, picking out the supplies, showing up every day and painting something. And making it in a book that you made yourself just turns this into something like super cool. Alright, so I'm obsessed with this gray. It made me love that last set a lot, so I might do in like this gray and this green, because you can see it's like a little khaki green there, and that gray I'm going to pull right out of there. And then we do have some teal. None of these are the right teal. I mean, I could pull that green because it is kind of a vivid green. I love those two. That one, I mean, I guess I could pull the 560. I've got 584 and 560. I mean, we're working with what we got. And I could pull the 551 if I wanted to pull. I actually kind of like that color better. So I might do gray, green, and that lighter teal. The only reason why I love starting with a color card, I'm not trying to be exact, just setting myself in a direction so that we've just made the whole process of picking colors rather painless. We don't have to have all the colors. We just want to kind of make some decisions right up front. I feel like we did that. Okay, I'm gonna start this with the gray because I love it, and we'll just see what we get. And I'm still using my 3/4 inch square wash brush. It's the brush. Oh, I'm going to pull silver too, because I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with that last set that we just did. And that silver pulled in a tiny bit of sparkle that I loved. Okay, now these are so juicy. I do wet these down before we get started. They're so juicy that they're super saturated. Alright, what did we decide? We decided... Oh no, what did we decide? We decided the green. Yeah, like, oh no. What did we pick? Now I remember. Oh my gosh. Alright. Okay, that's kind of fun. Not sure what we created there, but it is fun. I like it. Okay, I'm kind of thinking we'll just do the green over here to get started. Maybe throw some silver in here because it kind of picks up on whatever color it is that we've added. Then some gray. Oh, I didn't do any teal over here. Oh, we could totally come back over here and just kind of sprinkle in some teal. Just to see what it does. Let's do that over here. Let's make this more in a, let's pull out some color here. And then we'll come on top with the gray, because I'm feeling the gray. I just am. Don't ask me where it's going. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to pick up more of the blue. I like the blue. Let's pick up some more of that blue. Now I'm kind of doubting it, like, uh-oh. Like, uh-oh, I don't know. Did we go a direction I didn't mean? Now I'm just going to play for a moment. Might just make it all gray. Oh my gosh, we're crazy. But you know what? These are when we have the most fun, when we're like, uh-oh. And then we're thinking, okay, how can I creatively problem solve out of whatever it is I just created? Okay, this is the silver. Let's just throw some silver in here. I'm feeling it. I don't know what we're going to end up with. Really, some of these you have to wait till it dries to be like, haha, now I see what was meant to be. Okay, that's kind of crazy. I'm not sure about that one. Alright, let's let that dry, and then we'll be right back. Alright, I'm not sure about this set. You know, I did that last set, and I knew. Like, I just felt it in my bones. It was right where it needed to be. This one, I don't know. I feel like I need to put in some marks maybe. Kind of have this NeoColor II crayons out that I'm kind of looking at. And I'm going to do just a little bit of maybe some mark making here. Because I like mark making. Lovely little gray here. I don't know, let's see, what do I want to do with the gray? Kind of, yeah, that's kind of fun. Kind of liking graphite. I'm feeling graphite. That's just my black wing pencil that I'm using. Just kind of adding some texture into the darkness so that it's just not one thing going on there. Okay, I like that. That was a good choice. I like that. Kind of thinking maybe we need some white marks maybe. This is my Pandafly white. And I could come in here with, let me get it started, I guess. Let's see, did that get it started? There we go. Kind of filling lines over here, but maybe in the white. Okay, that's fun. I like this one. I'm starting to really like. This one just may stay on the fence. do have this lovely gray that I might use here. This is the GS014 for some lovely mark making. Kind of want a tiny bit over here, but not a lot. Ooh, there we go. It's kind of why I like doing two pieces though, and having like a different dominant color on the two pieces. You get ideas, and some of them are your favorite and some of them are not, and you kind of get cool places that maybe you wouldn't have got otherwise. Okay, I feel like I need some of this bluish gray for some reason. Now that I got it over here, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Would not have been a good choice. Let's see what else we got. We got some silver. Ooh, we got the silver crayon. That might be where we want to go. Silver marks maybe. It's kind of like the gray there though. But we could throw some in here, just a little mark making. Not super vivid, but a nice interest that we've kind of added in there. That's fun. And I could do some silver dots. Okay, I'm feeling it. This is the silver mica ink, the silver ink, whatever, by Kuretake. Put into a fine line bottle. I use a pipette to do that. Just kind of getting it started there. I feel like over here we just need like a little something. Just something lovely. Does not have to be all over. Just like a lovely little something that we've done like we did in the other with the, just a little bit. That was good. Kind of feel like over here I could do like some lines maybe. Just as a texture in there. I like that. And then maybe a tiny bit of the dots, possibly. Okay, I'm liking that. I feel like I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm loving this one now. This one got exciting. And I'm kind of thinking maybe a few little white dots and I'll be there. I like bringing in that little tiny bit of white back in. Okay, that's fun. Ooh. Super fun. This one could be a fave. Could be my third fave. Apparently I like the tall, skinny little abstracties like that. Yeah, I feel like I'm there for today. I feel like we've made it someplace. I don't know where that place is, but I feel like we made it there. I feel like we at least made it there. And I do like that little tiny bit of blue that I dropped back into this side. I'm glad I did that. Oh yeah. Pretty. Okay, I was doubting this, you know, when we had the color down. But after we dried it, then you kind of make decisions about, okay, what can I put in there to add to that? A little bit of creative problem solving to areas that maybe you don't love. But after that paint dried, it turned into something better than when it was wet. pretty these are. Whoa! All right, super fun. All right, I think we did well. Look at that compared to our colors. I think we did pretty darn good, even though I went a little more gray. Still think it went right in with these very nicely. All right, and then I'll have to draw that silver before I run my hand over it, but look how fun those little details are. All right, super fun paint day. Hope you enjoyed this color palette challenge, and I'll see you guys next time.